So today we're going to do a oil change on a 2008 Nissan Altima. This is the 4-cylinder, 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. The engine is also known as the QR25DE. This is the same 4-cylinder engine for all 2007 to present 2015 Altimas that are 4-cylinder. Now this 4-cylinder engine is also the same of a lot of other cars. For example, the Sentra, Frontier, X-Trail, Rogue, and Equator that uses 4-cylinder. They're all the same. So, for more information, you can look at Wikipedia's website. The first thing you do after you pop the hood is to release the oil cap. That way it will help the oil drain quicker. So the next thing is to raise the car, of course. You go and press this green button. So after you've raised your car with jack stands and you have room to get underneath the car, the next thing you want to do is locate your drain plug, which if you go underneath the engine, it's located right here. So we're going to position something to catch oil with, and we're going to position it right underneath it. So you're going to get a ratchet with a 14mm socket and lefty-loosey. So there you go. There you go.
Let it drop in.
Yep, you can just let the drain plug drop in the pan. There you go. So after the oil is drained, now you want to put back your your oil plug on it. Wipe it, put it in there, and then you want to tighten it up. So your drain plug torque tightness should be about 22 to 29 foot-pounds of torque. Now, that's if you have a torque wrench. If you don't have a torque wrench, usually I try to tighten it up until it's snug and then do a quarter turn if I can. So the next thing is to remove your oil filter, and it's on the passenger side. And again, lefty-loosey. And you need to watch out for oil to drip. Once it's loose, you can use your hand to loose it up. So position the oil pan underneath it, catch pan, and now let the oil drip. So after it's drained, then just loosen it up and then take it out. And now you want to inspect to see if the rubber O-ring of the oil filter is still around it. And of course, it's clear, there's no rubber O-ring around it. So as you can see, that's the O-ring, the gasket that I'm talking about. Make sure that that comes off. So the next thing you want to do is take the new new oil filter, and put some new oil around the ring. So now let's put in the new one. And after you tighten it to a point where it has slight resistance is felt, then you want to tighten it an additional 2/3 of a turn. 2/3 of a turn. So that's pretty good right there. So after you make sure that your oil filter is tight and your drain plug is tight, now let's lower the car. Just raise it a little bit. Push this straight. Right there. Now press the lever to lower it. Yep. And now let's fill it up with 5W30, 4.5 quarts of oil. I like to fill it up to 4 quarts first, and then check the dipstick, and then run the engine and let it sit for a couple minutes, and then add accordingly. So as you can see on the side of the oil indicating a quart right there at the bottom. So you want 4 quarts. So from the top where the oil is, that first line right there, 1, 2, 3, and 4 quarts. Let's put a funnel right here, and then start pouring in oil. So as you can see right now, the oil level that we put in, it's 4 quarts, indicates that we put in 4 quarts. Let's remove the funnel, put on the cap, and let the engine run for 10 seconds. Alright, so it's about a minute since we ran. Take out the dipstick, check the oil level real quick. First you wipe it clean with a cloth, put it back in, and then you pull it out. And as you can see, at the oil level, so as you can tell that it's barely past the minimum line. So let's add at least half a quart and we should be good. So we added another half more quarts. Let's check it again with the dipstick. Wipe it clean, stick it in, stick it the oil, and as you can tell that it is right at the middle where the oil is, so that's pretty good. Now you can fill it all the way to the top dot right there if you want to. So, and then don't forget to put your oil cap back on, and you want to hear a couple of snaps, then you know it's tight.